everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So, it is time for the next episode of Movie That Deserves a Sequel, and in today's video, it's actually going to be for an example of a pretty old film, which, in my opinion, does deserve a sequel. This is actually part of a duology of two films by one of my favourite directors of all time, John Carpenter, and these two films, in my opinion, are awesome, and I really would love it if we got, shall we say, like, say, a legacy sequel coming out. I really hope it could probably happen one day. And this film, which I personally think does deserve a sequel, is none other than, and of course, 1996's Escape from LA. So, you guys are probably going to be asking me, what are my thoughts on the Escape from films by John Carpenter? Well, I absolutely love the first film, Escape from New York. In my opinion, that film is an absolute masterpiece. Absolutely amazing film. And the character of Snake Plissken is also most definitely my second favourite role of Kurt Russell of all time, behind, of course, his role of MacReady in John Carpenter's other film, which is, in my opinion, his best film, which is The Thing. So, I definitely really think Kurt Russell did a really great job playing Snake in these two films. Definitely made him a really fun character to watch, and he just lots of fun. And so, when it comes, of course, to the idea of me wanting a sequel to this second film then, so I personally think that this franchise is deserving of continuation because these two films, in my opinion, are so good that I really want to see more, if I'm to be completely honest. And I definitely really hope that there's a chance we can probably get a third film one day, hopefully, because when it comes to, of course, the future of this franchise, there was original plans for one of John Carpenter's other films, which was going to originally be a third film. It was going to be called Escape from Mars, with Snake returning, but unfortunately, the plans for it fell through, and we instead got a film called Ghost of Mars. So, unfortunately, we never got a third film, which is a massive shame. And when it comes to the idea of a third film, though, there was, of course, a sequel meant to be produced called Escape from Earth. But sadly, this film didn't really do well at box office, which really sucks. And it's a big shame because the plot sounds really interesting because, according to John Carpenter himself, it would pick up with Snake right after the ending of Escape from LA, where he activates a super weapon called the Sword of Damocles, and where he's in a space capsule flying interstellar. So, it's a really big shame that we never got that. But that was the idea that John Carpenter had, and in my opinion, that sounds really interesting. So, I really do hope that we do get this Escape from Earth or Escape from Mars, whatever you want to call it, actually greenlit. Because, in my opinion, and when it comes to John Carpenter's franchises, to me, they should have done more Escape from films and less Halloween films. Because, for all you don't know, when it comes to the Halloween slasher franchise, in my opinion, that franchise was milked pretty badly. And to me, it's only the two films, the first two films as far as I'm concerned. To me, there's only two Halloween films, but I would rather much have the Escape from films get more films, if I'm to be completely honest, than Halloween. So, I really do think that Escape from deserves to be a bigger franchise than the Halloween franchise. Because as far as I'm concerned, Halloween is only two movies. That's what I'll say. Whereas with Escape from, I'd love to see more of these films. And hopefully, we can get Escape from Earth. And when it comes to the idea of a late sequel then, the last time, of course, we got a film in this franchise was, of course, 1996, and that, of course, is like 18 years ago. So, it has been a really long time since the last film, but when it comes, of course, to late sequels, there has been some examples I can say of late sequels which have actually turned out to be really amazing. Like, for example, Blade Runner 2049, that's probably a massive example I can say, and also as well Top Gun Maverick as well. And if we're talking animated territory, my favourite animated film of all time, Toy Story 3, was pretty late, because I was like 11 years after the second film. And in this case, it's 18 years since Escape from LA. So, I really do hope that we get this third film actually happening, because I think John Carpenter deserves a chance to continue his story, because he's a great director, and I really hope he gets a chance to do a third film, without any movie studio screwing him over, of course. I really hope so. Because in my opinion, the Halloween franchise was really screwed over. So I really hope that if he gets to do a third film, they don't screw him over with Escape from Earth, or whatever he wants to call it. If he has to change the title, we'll have to wait and see, really, won't we? So, I really do hope that a third film does happen with Kurt Russell returning as Snake, because Kurt Russell, in my opinion, looks really good for his health, so I'd love to see him come back as a much more experienced and older Snake. That could be really cool. So I really hope we get a chance to see that. And if they want to showcase Snake right after Escape from LA, they could also de-age him as well. I mean, it has worked before with Kurt Russell because they de-aged him in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2's opening scene. So they could de-age him for a flashback as Snake when he was younger. So that could probably happen. So that being said, I really hope Escape from LA does get a sequel. Because in my opinion, they should have done more Escape from films and less Halloween films. These films, in my opinion, deserve to have more of them, to me. So, long story short, guys, in my opinion, John Carpenter's film Escape from LA is definitely a big example I can say of course, an action film where I personally think it deserves a sequel. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to write in the comments what you guys think of Escape from LA. Do you think it needs a sequel or not? Leave comments below what you think. Also, be sure to join the team, Prime Wrestling subscribers to come in the future, and I'll see you all later.